Hey everyone, episode 3 of Putting You in Your Place with Scott Bunn. I'm really excited to be here talking to you again today. Episode 3 is going to be kind of more about me, putting you in your place about who I am. We had a scheduled guest. It's our first cancellation. 3 shows in, we have a guest cancel. We're just going to have to work around it. We're excited to reschedule with that person. Derek Nowlin is a past client of ours. He's the owner of Glazed and Confused. We're excited to get him on the show, and we hope we can do that in the next couple shows. So that's why we're riding solo today, is Derek had something come up and could not be here. So I felt like it was a good opportunity. I really need to introduce myself here and have more people know who I am and understand what I'm trying to do. There's some misconception about me, I think, if you don't really know me and what I'm about. So I want to take the opportunity to kind of introduce myself to you. I'm Scott Bunn. I am a local real estate agent here in Blacksburg. My office is located here in Blacksburg. I serve the entire New River Valley, Floyd County, Montgomery County, Giles, Pulaski, Radford, anything up the I-81 corridor, and anywhere from Christiansburg to the West Virginia line going up 460. So those are the areas that I'm serving. We're doing a lot of good work here. To date, we've put 50 people in their place year to date here in my real estate business. And what I'm trying to accomplish with this show is to get more reach, to let people know what I'm trying to do and what I'm about. And so we're going to get into it. I'm actually going to try to interview myself here today. I've got a list of questions that I want to go through, and I just want you to know who I am. Next is what I'm trying to do here. I feel like I'm useful to the community. I'm trying to be community focused here. The market here in the area, I feel like, needs a salesperson that they can trust, and I want to be that guy. I want people to know who I am. I want to do good by the people that I serve. And I really think that we're on the path to do that. Our production level is well beyond the averages, and so we're not doing this by accident. I'm executing a plan. I've got a lot of passion and drive to get things done for people. I feel the happiest in my life when I'm productive. So we want to help the people. We want people to turn to us and trust us for the real estate needs. And I think there's a big need for this, and I want to fill that need. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do with this whole video thing in this show. Wherever you're listening to this at or watching this at, we just want you to know us. So this is a way for us to get reach, and it's also fun for us. Me and my team, we're trying to create things that are valuable to the community. We feel like we've got a lot of knowledge when it comes to this situation, and we just want to get our knowledge out to other people. So that's kind of what we're trying to do with this whole video thing is make people aware of who we are and what we're trying to do, and make a real impact on the community. So we would love to also get other people in here to interview and talk with and help with whatever they're doing. Anybody that needs some reach and wants to come talk to us, let us know. We'd love for you to be a part of the show and try to help you do whatever it is that you're trying to do. So that's another way we can help put people in their place, is by helping other people get discovered. So we want this to be a platform that people can come on and we can help them build their businesses. And we can help them, if it's something that we believe in, we can help them push anything that they're trying to push. So if we can be of value to you guys there, please let us know. Next, I want to just kind of give you guys a little inside on like who motivates me, who I am kind of hanging out with virtually every day, and how I stay so positive, and how I move through the day in my life in the way that I do to be super productive. They say you are who you hang out with. Like the 5 people you hang out with the most is probably who you more than likely to be, or kind of the traits they share, you'll share type thing. So I've sought out people in my life to kind of pull from and motivate me, and I think that's a good practice for everybody. So like take note of like who you're listening to and who you're around every day, and like how that's impacting your life, because I really believe your circumstances are based on your decisions. And if you're hanging around, not so great people, you'll probably get some not so great results. So, some of the people that have influenced me are people like Gary Vee. If you don't know who he is, we'll try to link that in what comment sections or wherever. Like if we can push out the people that have helped us grow and develop as human beings, and they can have an impact on you, I think that's a great thing for us to keep you aware of and introduce you to these people. So Gary Vee. I've got a business coach, Tom Ferry. He's the one that kind of coaches me up into the real estate thing and keeps me ahead of the curve when it comes to strategies and tactics to try to enhance my real estate business. And then there's Grant Cardone. He's a sales trainer guy and a real estate investor guy that I'm following. I don't necessarily agree with everything he does and how he does it, but he has influenced me as far as a salesperson, and motivating me to like just take action and try to understand that people are programmed as middle class, and if you want to break out of the middle class mindset, you got to hang around with some people that are out of the middle class. So like that's a very big thing to me, is to surround myself with people that have done it, that have had major success in their life, and now they're sharing how they did it. To me, I'm kind of like, I'm not there yet to say, I've made it, I'm rich, come do what I'm doing. I'm kind of like on my journey to doing that, and I feel like I want to start here and show you the climb that I'm on. So I'm not I'm not the the big deal yet that I want to be, but I want to show you that where no one else is showing you guys, like the middle of the road, like halfway up the mountain. Like I feel like we're halfway up the mountain and I'm on my way to the top, where there's a lot of content out there that's people that are already at the top. So like I hope that that's valuable to kind of catch me in the middle of the road here on my way to the destination. And for me, that's just going to be cool to look back on and really like, kind of a legacy project here, because when I do make it, I can have some of this to look back on and say, well, wow, look at where you came from and what you were doing and how bad you were at the beginning versus where you are now. So I think that's pretty much this is just us getting started and putting our message out to the world, of like what we're trying to accomplish. We really need to like put the word out on like anybody, like a casting call, like, what I want to do here is document a few people's journeys. I want to document a buyer. I want to document someone that's investing in property and flipping the property. I want to document someone that is taking on like large rental volume and like the pain of that, and like what to, maybe some education on somebody that maybe wants to get into that type of situation, like what they need as far as like cash flow and things like that. I think that's a very interesting topic. I get calls all the time from people that are like, hey, I'm looking to invest in real estate. It's a retirement plan. I just want to buy property and just hold it for retirement. Like, there's still something that you need to be educated about. And I think documenting a professional's journey of like someone that holds like 50 plus units, that has had all the trials and tribulations of the rental game. I think that's a valuable piece of content. So if you hold more than 25 deals and you're trying to buy more, and you don't mind us documenting your journey and trying to educate people on like what this game's all about and what to look out for, and like how, equity's not like everything. You need cash flow. I would love to document that journey. And then, maybe documenting someone that's trying to sell a house so they can buy another house. I would love to document that journey. So pretty much a casting call here that I want to put out for people in this local market that want me to document their journey, and are open to that situation. So I would like to have people contact me for that opportunity, so we have something to look back on and say, hey, that was amazing. This was our challenges, and this is what to look out for others. I think that would be very valuable for people. It's kind of like some sort of HGTV type stuff here locally. We want to do that same stuff. If they can do it, why can't we? We'll just bring Hollywood to us type thing. So that's really what we're looking to do. And if anybody's interested in that, let me know about that. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that's something that you're interested in and appreciate, because that's what we want to show you, that anything is possible. Because I really believe, like, if I'm capable of doing the whole podcast, YouTube channel, and scaling that out and getting attention and actually being successful, I think if I can do it, anybody can do it. So that's what we're trying to accomplish. We're trying to accomplish to say, hey, I was able to do this. Yeah, I had a little help, and I wasn't very good at it at first, but hey, look at where we've come from. Look at where we started and now where we are. Instead of just showing up with like 1 million subscribers and a huge following, like, we want to show you like, hey, this is where we started. And those are the people that have really had the influence on me to get started. Realistically, I've been debating doing this type of thing for 3 or 4 years now. It's been hammered in so much that you got to do this and you got to do this, and we've been talking and debating and collecting equipment and everything. So now we've got everything set up, and we're going. We're going to go do it. So next is who I'm trying to help. Again, I'm trying to help my local community. I'm trying to influence people that are struggling with just starting. I'm trying to be the guy that's influencing people to take action and not just sit at home and do nothing, or be the person that says, well, I had this idea way before it was ever a thing. Like, I want people to execute on their ideas and be the one that motivates them to go get whatever life that they want to achieve. So that's what we're trying to do. That's what I'm in the middle of doing for myself. And we want people to be successful, and to have an influence on somebody like that is a very special thing for me. So I hope to be able to do that for people. And the next point here is like to where to find us. Where to find us on these platforms that we're going to be. We started this we're going to be on podcast form and YouTube, and we're obviously going to be on Facebook and Instagram and all those channels. But we started the show as somewhere where we're going to take it to like a podcast form. You can find us. How's Anchor? Anchor is just a distribution channel, right?
Distribution channel,
no one's going to go to Anchor to find us, right?
I mean, they have the option to do so, but probably not.
Yeah.
No.
Well, for anybody looking for distribution, Anchor is a great tool for producers, for people that want to start this type of thing. And our strategy for this is from Gary Vee. We've been looking at how he's doing things. We've been debating how we're gonna like put this out and document this. And Anchor allows us a distribution channel to like 10 different sources. And we're obviously recording this, and so we're going to be able to take it to YouTube and Facebook and all the channels that people are paying attention to. So if you're on any of those channels, we'd appreciate you jumping on and following us, on your commute to work. And we have big plans to interview people and take opportunities to make you aware of what's going on in the world. Not just real estate, but just in general. Like, we want to provide information for people and our take on people and things. And we have a passion to have a lot of people know who we are, so we can provide value to them in our way. So I don't have really anything else planned. Sky, do you have anything on your mind that we could talk to people about here before we kind of wrap things up, or what do you think people need to know about us?
So I've been reading a lot about real estate agents, and talking to a few friends. I was talking with my uncle, who was a real estate agent, and one of the things he talked about was like the danger of being a real estate agent is that it's really easy to kind of like fall into being kind of like a slippery character, just kind of being not so much a good person. Yeah. So what can we do to kind of assuage people's fears that like we're all about the customer and we're not interested in just kind of putting profits before people?
Yeah, I really feel like I get in. This is a business. This is something that I eat off of. This is something that needs to make money. But I have a big belief that if you serve enough people at the highest quality, that the money's just going to be there. The money is a secondary thing, because the people have to come first. The people have to come first. If you're perceived as slippery or not honest, or that will spread quickly, especially in the small market that I am in. Our average sales price here, over 50 transactions have been about $150,000. So we're a small market here around the New River Valley. You'll hear a lot of people on this type of thing, YouTube and podcasts. A lot of people that are out here, their average sales price is $1 million. They're able to sell one unit where I have to sell 5. Mm-hmm. So I've got to make sure that the customers are taken care of first, because this is such a small community that reputation would spread quickly. So I feel like service has to come first, and when you provide the excellent level of service, then the income's going to flow no matter if your average sales price is $50,000 or $5 million. So you got to be honest up front and dependable for you to be able to make it in any market. So that's what I hope we are. That's what I think we are. I would be devastated if someone felt otherwise. And hey, we have opportunities to fail too. We fail every day. But that just comes kind of with the territory. There's some homes that just don't sell. There's some clients that don't take your advice. There's some clients that think that they have more than what they actually do, and that's when the job becomes very difficult, because at that point it's always the salesperson's fault, and 9.9 times out of 10, the client that doesn't succeed is the client that is not able to take the real estate person's advice. If you've developed a reputation of somebody that is truthful and honest and a highly productive person, and then the customer doesn't take your advice, that's the recipe for failure. And that's the only time, really, when I'm evaluating my business, that's the only time we don't actually sell the client's property is when they can't take our advice, when they refuse to take our lead, because we are everything that I mentioned. We are a highly productive team. We don't sell houses on accident. We have a model and a formula that works at scale. And when we take listings that don't sell, we really believe that it's more about the price than it is anything else. And it's devastating. It's really devastating to hear that, hey, you just don't have the value in this property that we thought we did, type thing. So I mean, that's where we stand there is we hope to be the ethical, straight up and down, not real salesy, but we are also highly trained in sales. So that's how we are productive, but we don't want to come across as dishonest. So I don't know if that answered your question, but
no, I think it absolutely does.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's not the runtime we were hoping for, but that's kind of where we are. That's who we are. That's what we're trying to accomplish. If you guys have any questions, we'd love to handle those in the comments. Private message, like wherever you want to get us at. My email address is scott@thescottbunndivision.com if you have any questions. I want to put out a hashtag out there too. If you want us to put you in your place, we would love for you to hashtag in your place. We're going to put that on Twitter. We're going to try to monitor that hashtag on Twitter. That's again hashtag in your place. At Scott Bunn on Twitter, at Scott Bunn on Instagram. You can find me at the Scott Bunn Division on Facebook and Scott Bunn on YouTube. It should be the top channel there if you search my name on YouTube. We would appreciate any love there, any comments, any subscribes, any likes we can get. And thanks for listening. We have a lot of big plans for the show, and we hope you stay tuned because next week we're hoping to bring in the principal broker of RE/MAX 8. We're going to have a big session with her. If you're a real estate agent in the area and if you're thinking about where to work, you'll want to tune in for that episode. Amy has allowed me to grow and to do the things that I want to do, how I want to do them, and you need to hear from her and really consider this company. If not just working for me and my team, if that's not a fit for you, RE/MAX 8 is certainly the place for you as a real estate person. So if you're looking for a sales job, you got to consider RE/MAX 8. So we're going to have a big show there on the next episode. So stay tuned for that. And again, thanks for tuning in wherever you're tuning in from. And we look forward to future broadcasts. And just stay tuned. Thanks.